Hello, Macsen here, welcome back. In the last video I got off to a bit of a mixed start. It took me a while to find any systems that I could actually colonize, but there is actually two systems that have 6 planets each, so they're going to be extremely useful long term. The capital actually has 5 planets as well. Sadly, my only titanium sources are on these rubbish systems. I'm going to have to colonize one of those quite quickly though. Right, so before that though, I got to choose my research. I think for the research I'm going to pick this tundra one, and then maybe I'm actually going to go for this desert one. I think the next two systems I colonize are going to be Edicea and then the same system. Same's influence could cover this area to get future systems within it, which is very important. And Arcturus I might colonize as well, maybe, because it does have titanium and it has a lot of it, so I could get an abundance relatively early on, which would be quite good. Right, so I think everything's done apart from that, so I'll end the turn. Okay, end turn. Okay, so my hero has another upgrade. Uh, okay, so which one do I want to pick? I think I'm going to pick the Dust Miser. Helps out early on. Right. And tundra planets are now able to be colonized. So I'm going to be coming down there, I think. Door to Infinity. I don't actually know what it does, sadly. And there's no way to find it out without colonizing. It's probably just a small bonus. So, yeah, I think I am going to be getting this one first. Right, so this is all correct. Brilliant. So, I think... Right, I stick that in the build list as well. Right. This system actually has an ocean planet. I should stick that in the build list too. There's no negative happiness from ocean planets, so it's a good idea to colonize them relatively early. Right, end of turn. Right, so I've completed that. I think science is the same. I'm actually making dust, which is great actually at this stage. Making it money basically. Right, hive ship's done next turn, so down to Edicea. My science, I'll switch back to the wormhole tech, try and find who's out there basically, and lower the expansion disapproval. Right, so end of turn. Our hive ship's done. Okay, might have to change what his building or her. Right, 6 turns down to Edicea. And science. Deserts are now done. I think I'm doing this system next. Peone, that's fine. Right, do I want to keep this on science? It's going to take 3 turns to grow. Right, I'm actually going to put that there. Takes a heck of a... It's taking too long for my liking. Right, I could actually... There is a system I can colonize there, but I'm focusing on getting more hive ships up for the time being. Okay. Peone. Yeah, that's fine. Right, end of turn. Okay, right, so our colony ship has reached down here. And the best... Well, I want titanium straight away, I think. Aurora Waves actually gives me 20 happiness. Okay. Colony, hive, Aurora Waves. Not going to be a great system long term, but I need the titanium. Right, that can... Add the foods, right, production first actually. That. I probably don't need the food here. Okay. Titanium is now linked to our systems. I got extra dust. I'm not sure how much I got. I don't know what determines how much you actually get either from colonizing. If it's the same amount all the time or not. Right, so good. I could start to make ships on this system in a bit of, well, I'll figure that out later. Right. End of turn. Oh, my scout is... Right, I'll actually keep him there because I'm going to get that wormhole tech in a bit anyway. Right, so here has finished doing what it was doing, so I'll make another hive ship. That's going to go to same system. I probably won't colonize this system unless it turns out to have a really rare resource on it later that I really need. Right. Right, I think I should build some ships actually. Or design some at least. Right, I'm gonna be back in a second. I'll show you what I did. Actually, I think I'm going to research this tech before I make ships. The normal Mark II ship, well, you can see that this gets 25% tonnage reduction on fighters, and the other Mark II ship only gets, well, it doesn't get anything apart from invasion tonnage minuses, so it's not a very good combat ship, this one. So I'm going to wait until I get the better combat ship, basically, before making military ships. Right, so I'll do that in a bit. Right, end of turn. Right, I get my hive ship up here relatively soon. That's the wormhole game event. So I can now go through wormholes. Right, so is there going to be anyone down here? Hopefully not, actually, but I guess we'll see. Having said that, right, there is someone. It's not a colony ship, it's a scout. Cravers, as I showed earlier, right, that's amoeba. They get knowledge gathering, so actually destroying ships. If you can destroy a load of ships early on, that helps out a huge amount from the extra science. Right, so amoeba are next door. Right, is Decky a good system? It's okay, frankly. 4 planet systems are always half decent. Right, so my scout. What do I want to do with him? Right, he's off down here. That could connect to there potentially. I think I might go and follow him. Right, I have to do that next turn anyway. Right, so we're not alone. Met the amoeba. Expansion disapproval has gone down. Not that we had an awful lot at this stage anyway. And wormhole tech has come in. Right, so the ocean tech has been built here. I'll create food planetary exploitation. I pretty much do that on all my early system planets to get the population up. And I think I'll keep that on science until I've got the better military tech in a couple of turns. Okay, right, so end of turn. Okay, right, my scout. I'll send him down there. Right, so we found another system, and that's pretty rubbish apart from the titanium. This one, right, send it down there. It's not very important for the Cravers to find everyone really because they can't trade. For all the other races it is though. And finding people on the Rin maps are actually very difficult because of the way they're laid out. You basically have to go one way or the other way. And often various factions' influence can stop you from moving through systems, so you have to do it quite early on. But as I said, it doesn't really matter so much for the Cravers. Right, so one more turn and then I'll build those or design those ships. Okay, right, science. Gotta make a new pick. Right, so which direction? Scanner might be useful, but yeah, the home system isn't that near anything yet. So what do I want? This is a hugely useful tech, non-baryonic particles, so I think I'll head up towards there now. Yeah, okay. And right, close that. speed things along. We found a... Is that the amoeba? No. Oh, Sophons, I should say. Yeah, so they've got a really good system over there. I'll send that back up here. Okay, I'm going to design some ships then. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I've designed a couple of ships. I've designed a scout, the Mark III Forager, and a military ship, the Mark III Scrounger. I've also destroyed a couple of the old templates, which I've no longer need. Right, I'll quickly show you what exactly they have. Right, the Mark III Forager has a scout module, an engine, and armor. Just so to keep it alive, basically, using the titanium, and to keep it alive as well, a shield, flak, and a deflector. I've gone for a couple of long-range kinetics. I would have preferred a medium or a long-range beam actually, because ships don't tend to have beam defense at this stage. But I could only get one of them on, so I preferred to have two basically, with my 10-inch space. Right, so that's the scout ship. And my military ship, the Scrounger, that is quite similar, except for it doesn't have a scout or engine module, but it does have the armor, and it also has one defense of each, and it also has opted for long-range beams, 5 of those, and I had a bit of tonnage left, so I stuck that into a melee missile. And as I mentioned, a lot of ships have deflected defense at this stage in the game, so I've basically gone for anything other than deflectors with this. Right, so that's the military ship. Right, and that means I can now actually make some ships. So instead of doing science here, I'm going to put a scout ship on. Right, that's 2 turns. How many do I want? I think I want 2 here. Okay. Right, so right, that's great. We're losing 11 deaths, but that doesn't matter. At least not yet. Okay, and we're heading up to the science. Right, great. Right, end of turn. Right, hive ship's done, so I'm going to colonize same. Right, so yeah, tech's done. My scout's coming up here. And hive ship. Hopefully there are no pirates here, but it could be potentially. It would be really bad actually if there was, because I'm more than likely going to lose the hive ship. Scout's going to take a while to get there. Going to take the risk basically. Right, so here has... Right, I'm going to leave it on science for a couple of turns and then probably make another hive ship here. I might actually colonize that system, but I'm not 100% sure. Would actually like to scout these 2 systems maybe before I do that. Okay, right, so I think that was Edisia. Right, tax. Alright, that's too much. Right, keep it on fervent to get the science bonuses, but we're losing a lot in dust now. Next hero is 80 dust, so keep that in mind. I definitely need to get another hero at some stage. Okay, so Pleione has completed its scout. This Ares, that might be the next one I colonize. Plus 20 for Aurora Waves. This is actually worth colonizing now. I'd get extra happiness from doing it. So I'll stick that in the build list. And put that before the Forager, I think. And I'll take that out to Hannah. Right, so my scouts, what is this? This is a... Right, most Sophons. They've already got a hero up there. Wow, that's a really good system. My next colony, I might actually send it down here then instead. Instead of colonizing there. It's a bit risky because it's a bit antagonistic to send it so close to them. I can't tell if that's going away or not. I think I might leave my scout there a turn. This is reach same. Yeah, I think I am going to go for that system. I mean, it's a 5 planet system. It's really good. So, send that over there. This sunny needs a turn for an extra population. Okay, that's done. This forager, I'll send up to Arcturus. Okay, how are we doing dust-wise? Still pretty bad, but I think I'll keep on using it up. Could make a ship potentially there, but no. Keep on science for now. Okay, so that can create a hive ship. If you stick it in a build that's previous, it stops the growth, so that's why I'm not doing that, basically. Okay. Right, so scout is moving up there, colony ship is moving. I'm going to keep that there, and I'll lock down the system, stop any colony ships from coming over. Still losing dust. Okay. And next turn. Right, some galactic event happened then. Oh, it's a colonization type for... Can't remember what it was like colonized, but it was a tier 2 planet. So that's tundra, is it? Or desert? I can't remember which one. One of those. Or maybe tundra, arctic. Can't remember which order they're in. Right, so wormholes over here. I'm going to send it through to the red supergiant. No one's there. Okay, can't move that this turn. So that's making another forager. I'll stick scrounger. Actually, I need to put the exploitation on here. Yep. That system's going to be really good by the end. Or quite soon, actually. This is going to need to colonize relatively soon. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Got happiness here. I'll keep it behind this one for the moment. Okay. Right, I think that's it for this video though. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.